the resurrection of Jesus Christ is pivotal to the Christian faith. Without the resurrection, Jesus was a phenomenal teacher who lied about being God and was sentenced to an excruciating death for this lie. New Testament textual critics tend to focus a lot of energy on refuting the claim that Jesus physically rose from the dead. One of their theories is called the Substitution Theory. This theory states that the person who was crucified and died on the cross was not Jesus Christ of Nazareth, but someone impersonating him. There are two prevailing thoughts. Either it was Jesus' twin brother, or it was someone transfigured to appear physically like him. The reason so many people claim to see Jesus Christ after he was miraculously resurrected from the dead was because he hadn't actually died. However, there are several problems with this theory. Let's take a look. Firstly, Jesus had no twin brother. There is zero evidence for this in authenticated ancient texts, neither by Christian nor non-Christian writers. Secondly, the case of mistaken identity where someone was transformed into the likeness of Jesus also has no ancient textual support. The few scholars who believe this to be a more probable explanation of the resurrection of Christ claim that it could have been either Thomas the Apostle, Judas Iscariot, or Simon of Cyrene. Which one of these people do you think would have endured the unimaginable agony of crucifixion, until the point of death, without caving in and confessing to the deception? Thirdly, this theory calls into question the intelligence and due diligence of the Romans and the Jewish authorities. They would have been keeping a very close eye on him. Can one believe that the Jewish authorities would make such a mistake? They wanted Jesus dead, and after being found guilty at trial, the Romans had a legal obligation to carry out the sentence with severe consequences for anyone who bungled it. Fourthly, Mary the mother of Jesus would hardly be found spending 6 hours at the foot of the cross where her son was slowly dying, mourning his suffering and imminent death, if she knew this man was not her son. Fifthly, why would Jesus disappear when his followers were being persecuted, tortured, and executed for proclaiming his death and resurrection as proof of his divinity? Abandoning them does not fit with his nature at all, and after such an abandonment, would his disciples not easily have recanted their belief in Jesus as being God incarnate on earth, in order to avoid being tortured to death? Lastly, who would have had the ability to miraculously alter the appearance of a man to look so much like Jesus that his mother and some of his closest friends would have been fooled? It also raises more questions. If this person, or being, performed this miracle to deceive people, what had been their motivation? Also, how do people believe the word of someone who openly admits to having deceived an entire community, on purpose? If true, then this deception led to billions of people believing a lie, having an entire religion based on it. Without textual evidence from ancient authors from the 1st or even 2nd century, such an important, faith-altering incident has no leg to stand on. In addition, when trying to apply logic to this theory, too many questions remain unanswered. The substitution or mistaken identity theory is not a viable, feasible, or even logical alternative to the miraculous resurrection of Jesus Christ. We have a video series covering 5 other alternative theories to the account of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You can find a link to this playlist in the description. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed our video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons below.